Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Better late than never. Sorry. Found a nice little Clovis police checkpoint on the way taking my daughter to work. Yes, ta-da! I'm here. I'm alive. I'm here. I'm alive, yeah. I don't know what that's all about. But anyways. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. Better late than never. So first off, we don't have a Miranda cam tonight, but you can see Little Miss attitude right here, giving everybody the side eye. Hello. Music is a bit loud. I can fix that. Go ahead and bring that down a few notches. How's that? How is that, everybody? Is that the music better, or you need to bring it down more? Good. Cool. Because the stream's volume is independent from my personal volume. For me personally, it's a bit on the loud side on my side, but I actually get to use my keyboard volume control for that one. But anyways, so yeah, we may not be on very late tonight. I know it's late for a lot of you on the East Coast and abroad. I know for like high, I think it's like morning, afternoon. Anyways, got some cool new stuff. Well, stuff you've seen in the videos, but stuff that hasn't been on the stream, obviously. Got a lot of stuff going on, and you can see that behind me here, this is not all white anymore. And so here, let's go ahead and give you a look at that here real quick. Let there be color. There's a couple more cows. Also a horse. I do have more horses. I do have more cows. So forth. Yes, it's starting to look very good. The sections up over there by the airplane and over around in this area does not have any ground covering on it, but it has been painted the base scenery color. So this is the color that is underneath all of the ground foam and whatnot, and ground coverings. So eventually I will progress to adding, the ground coverings. I need to plan out the roads and whatnot that are going to be in this area before I start covering them with ground foam. So yeah, it's definitely looking like the snow is melting or melted. Don't expect the whole layout to look like this, because it doesn't. You never imagine, for those that don't know, this layout's made up of 3 sections, soon to be in addition to this one. This one, the lake loop, is a 4 foot by 8 foot module or section table by itself. The other 2 sections are 3 foot and 8 foot, and then 3 foot by like 4 foot ish, 4 or 5 foot ish, something like that. Those do not have this level of scenery yet. I'm going to be going through and putting the base colors down first, and then adding the scenery and ground covers as we go. So, as Dave says, put some color down. There will be color. So that will happen. I also want to thank, we had Panuch, Silver Senior Airman, and High all sub tonight. Thank you very much for the subs. And you see I added a few little, scrolling things. Yeah, no, High, I totally understand. I totally understand, High. You can see I added the nice little scrolling ticker along the bottom. It's just, the basic thing that everybody's having to, repeat over and over and over again. So I figured I'd just have it as like a little scrolling marquee across the bottom, because I don't have anything, like with donos or anything like that yet to put up there. So figured, kind of pre-build it for later use. And then the scale, sticker up in the top left corner, because, new people are always wondering, what scale this might be. So, well, Holly, Mr. Mustache Mike did send me a present as well, and I'm slacking, but I need to send his return present. Oh, it sounds like Clovis's finest is going racing by outside. Oh, nice. Anyways, so let's go ahead and just say hello to everybody. Again, I'm scatterbrained, very horrible about it. I'm very sorry. It's been a day. It's been a week. Don't know how many of the people are still here, but we got Julian Mirza, James L, Holly, John Train BFGR, hi, of course, Mr. Raven Train, Choo-Choo's Brews, Cheers Bill, Drew, ONR fan, James L, I think I said, if not, welcome James. Hi, back and forth. Come on, don't skip anybody, Jason. We got Richard RM of 5736. Welcome to the channel. I believe it's your first time, your first stream. I'm sorry for keeping you waiting there, Richard. And everybody for that matter. Spence Too Much. Welcome back to the stream. We have Squirrel. Looking so I can get to the train. Okay. Alrighty. Michael Belts, welcome to the stream, sir. UN Roro. So let's go ahead and let's go to this one. Nope, that's the wrong cam. It's cam because it's not playing nice. You figure this cam would figure out my settings and keep them. Let me fix the focus on this real quick. I'm apparently going to have to fix the angle of it too, because it is not doing real nice. Turn the autofocus off. And let's see if we can get that fixed there. There we go. Apply that one. And here, let's fix this angle. I have to come over here anyways to go ahead and start it. So everything on the layout right now is DC, so we are running in DC mode. This is the Series 58, one of the new Japanese sets I picked up. This one is a DMU, or diesel motor unit. Okay, let's turn power pack on, Jason. And come on. This one has done well tonight on the test runs. I'm hoping that it will continue to do well. Seeing as how some of the radii are a bit on the tight side for the length of the motor cars, but it did well earlier, so we're hoping that it will continue to behave. Okay, and then now, so there's actually 2 steam ready to go. I'll actually turn the music down a little more on my side. There are actually 2 steam ready to go. You have this one sitting closest to the camera, which is the behaving is overrated. It can be, James, for sure. It is the nice little Roundhouse 260 with its 4 new Overton coaches. I had actually replaced its headlight earlier during Dave's stream. It was working until I put the body on, and then it stopped working. So I don't know if it shorted out and popped again or what. So, yeah, shrug, who knows. So we'll go ahead, and the other one that we have also, and since these are both DC, they're both going to start moving at the same time. Hello, Russ. Welcome back to the stream. The other one that we've got sitting and waiting is this one right here, which is one that has never been on the stream, I don't think. It's a UP, which won't make Mustache Mike very happy around. It's a UP 464 Hudson, pulling a string of 10 UP passenger cars. And it's not the excursion set, it's a regular set of Kato UP cars. So I have to go back over here, and since nobody's seen the UP steamer yet, I will leave the camera on that, and we will see if everything feels like behaving. Oh, it helps, Jason. Turn it to DC. Oh, everybody's moving. Okay. Okay. Now that everything is moving down the tracks, I'm hoping this little UP steamer behaves. It's had a few little run-ins here and there. Yeah, Richard, it happens. I mean, I work on so many different things that, you know, when it happens, it happens. I can't get mad at it. Oh, why is he kicking sideways like that so hard? Oh, well, he's still pulling just fine. Okay. Go ahead and go over here to the park loop. Miranda is actually doing quite fine. She's over here looking quite sleepy. Let's see if I've got enough power on for this Hudson to pull these cars up the hill, because it's quite a length of train for a small locomotive to be pulling up a 2% grade. Got right up the hill, no problem. And let's see. Oh, yeah, we'll be having the. We'll go ahead and stay right here, because oh look, we've got all 3 trains. Figured we'd try something a little different on the tram line, since you know, we're always seeing the traditional trams, or tram singular, to be seeing the oh, here, let's do this. We'll do this one because there you go. Nice express passenger going through the nice new scenery area. Don't need to be staring at all that white stuff when we actually have an area with some color now. Are you Holly, what are you talking about? The track that's closest to the camera on this one? Dave, welcome to the stream, sir. Yes. The one the blue train is on is it's literally a dog mount. It's got a balloon loop on each end and you know, it's got a straight down each way. So it's literally just one big loop. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, no, there's a bunch of other ground coverings and whatnot that I have. You can see a few little bushes that have been put in and we'll go to the aerodrome here. You can see some of the aircraft have been relocated, obviously. There goes the DMU rocketing around. I could probably slow that one down a little bit. Welcome back, Rebel. We are here, we're live, we're streaming. And see, even this one, you know, even though it doesn't have the ground coverings on it, oh, look at the Mogul is outrunning the the Hudson, which, yeah, it never would have happened with the size of those drivers. But oh wait, different channel. Well, it's a different channel. It's got color. Ah, okay. Yeah, so the tram line's an oval. In this camera, the track that's closest to the camera, that is actually, yes, that is a reversing loop and will be one of the tracks coming out of the future staging yard that will be back behind the hills back there. There will be a scenic divide that is going to be put in. And there will be staging tracks back there so that I can, you know, have trains lined up and ready to come on out. You know what's funny is that little 260 is moving, but those side rods are not a total blur, which is actually hilarious to me. Meanwhile, you see this one coming around and those side rods, well, again, not a total blur. You don't have room for all that, Holly? Well, I mean, not everybody's got the room that I do, or that Dave does for that matter. And so, you know, we'll go ahead and so yeah, you can see some of, you know, a lot of the work that I've been able to pull off. I mean, it's a lot, but really honestly, it's taken so long to get done that honestly, I feel like I should have probably got more done in the time that I've had. So, yeah, see, and that's all that matters, Holly. As long as you're happy with what you have, that's really all that matters. So, but let's go ahead and we'll just, Chris Cam. Oh, here we go. We got the UP coming by again. For those interested that are curious, you know, these are two Kato bookcase sets. It's a 4-car and a 6-car. I do have 2 other 4-car bookcase sets of UP cars, which is why you see 2 Vista Domes as opposed to 1 Vista Dome. I chose to pull a Vista Dome out of another set to put into this one so that I would have 2 domes. And these are not lit yet. I do have the parts to do them and will eventually. Yeah, no, exactly, Holly. And that's what I'm trying to do. And like Dave said, just get the base color down first. And I'm starting to kind of see the insight into that is because it, you know, even though it's a dark color, it's better than being blinded by the white, as I put it. So Yeah, Rush, you'll get there. Take your time, plan it out, get her done as you have time. There's no rush. The whole point is to have fun. That's the whole point, is to sit there and have fun. Wow. That little steamer just went blasting by. Holly, well, hey, mine was there for long enough. I can't go casting stones. So, and I'm willing to bet this, all right, where did I put it? Where is that thing? Oh, it's over there. Came over here. I'm going to turn the motor cars down a little bit. They really don't need to be going that fast. And the whole point was I wanted to pull out the speedometer so that, because we were having the infinite speed discussion over on Dave's channel. You like the Smurf train? Well, that's nothing compared to what you'd see if I pulled out the Fujisan train. That one definitely looks like it's got Smurfs on the side of it. His white used styrofoam since it was cheap. You know what? Everything on those mountains that you saw, Richard, is all repurposed packing foam from TVs and furniture and whatnot that we've had delivered over the years. I've kept it all because I knew I was going to get to this point. I still have over here in the corner, I still have stacks of it for the rest of the mountains that are going to go across the back there, up there where that little mining shed is up there. There's going to be mountains up there too. So, it's all stuff that I've saved because I knew it would come in really, really handy. Let's see. Yeah, I can do this. Go ahead and turn this on. And 160 and 160. We'll get a speed on our little motor cars as they go flying by this next time. You're not going to be able to read that. So the speed those motor cars, wow, okay. According to my speedometer, that motor car's traveling at 118 miles an hour. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, it says it's doing 120. I don't know that I believe that. Oh, you know what? It can go over double mainline like that. All right, so we'll just set it back down there again. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe I had it too close. There, you should be able to see it when it goes through that time. Yeah, see, I don't know about 115. I mean, it's moving pretty quick. But just to, show Dave, and others that are curious, N scale for the size that it is, scale speeds might put you to sleep, honestly. It is not set for HO speed. It is actually set for N160, which technically that is N150. So, This speedometer, Richard, is that one I mentioned that used to be manufactured. It's no longer manufactured anymore. I thought it was. And then I got to talking with Rob, and he had informed me that apparently they had stopped manufacturing this one. So, oh look, the two steamers are drag racing again. I am going to place this. Let's see if I can place this right here. It should be okay. Let's go to this cam, and we can see. Hopefully I don't cause an absolute tragedy right now. But there you can see the speedo. And the first one that's going to be coming through is the little steamer. Move it over just a little bit. And we'll see what it says. Yeah, I don't think it's doing 2.2 miles an hour. Oh, 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 oh. Sorry, I had to move it. It was actually hitting it. Probably not a good idea to put it on a curve. I know where I can put it, though. I know where I can put it, and nothing will hit it. Okay, that's not right either. All right, we'll cut away to a different cam. Sorry, everybody. Night, Jerseyville. Thank you for coming by. All right, let's go ahead and go over to Park Loop. And let's see if I can zoom in on the speedo over here. It might very well need some new batteries too. Richard, you could probably still find them secondhand. Just like you can, like the CMX cars and stuff like that. Yeah, see, it says that steamer is doing 123 miles an hour, which I know for a fact, in real life, you'd be lucky if it broke 70. Your best bet, Richard, is probably, if you're honestly looking for one, is probably eBay or maybe one of the Facebook groups or something. See, it said the UP was doing about 104, which is actually, yeah, realistic for that locomotive. Nice, good-sized drivers. It could do every bit of 104. Oh, Raven, remember how I was talking about Shays at the train show? Well, it turns out my favorite little antique shop, guess what they just happened to get in? They just got a big lot of N-scale in. And guess what they happen to have? A Shay. Dave, the Blue Train is a Series 58. Here, I'll go back around over there and I'll go ahead and stop him up by the camera and get kind of a good look at him. Oh yes, let me get my chat going on my tablet over here at my little workstation. There. YouTube. And luckily, because he's on his own power, I can go ahead and stop him right here, and I will adjust the. This is a Series 58 or 58 Series DC Junior Kyushu New Cup. Give me 1 second so I can bring up chat. Come on. There we go. Just need chat. I don't care about anything else, tablet. Just give me the chat. Waiting, waiting, waiting. It's a very nice. Let me go fix the zoom on it, Dave. Or not zoom, but the oh, of course. I end up rolling into the light. My lights are not mounted on the side of the layout like somebody else's, we know. Not yet, anyways. That may be something I do here real soon. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and fix this one. Back out. Apply. Okay. Okay. And this one, Tramcity Cam. Focus. There you go, Dave. And anybody else that might be interested. Welcome back to the stream there, Iceman. You know what, Iceman? I have not yet. I've been kind of busy, working on the layout and everything back behind me here. But yeah, no, I thought this was one of those ones, Dave, that came from that group of stuff that I got from that gentleman. And I thought, oh, I really like that. I have to have that. It is an older set. Because obviously it's got the Rapidos on it, which I don't really care. I'm okay with the Rapidos. And like I had mentioned on your stream, I found Plaza Japan for a lot of the Japanese stuff that we can't easily get parts for in North America. Plaza Japan stocks them. Like everything. Like any part you could think of for your 203 that you need, they've probably got it. Including like a complete replacement power truck. They might even have just the gears. I know because one of my 103s, my big gorilla fingers, when I was trying to clean it up, had actually broken one of the side frames. Now, it still can run, but it's broken nonetheless. So, I will eventually need to get a new set of side frames for the motor car on the 103. So I know for a fact the 103s will not run on the tram line. I was pleasantly surprised to see that this one did. I was very happily surprised to see that this one did. And because of, you can see the undulations in the track, and that's mainly because I haven't flattened the area out, and that's where the two modules meet. Once I level that area out, it could probably run either way. You're going to call mine a trunk? Well, you can call yours whatever you want, Holly. Your railroad, your rules, right? There goes the 49er going by with its nice long train and the 120 mile per hour Southern Pacific mogul. Oh, Dave, I don't know if you saw, but I did break out my speedometer. just to give you an idea. Yours is probably not that far off, honestly. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it from here. See, it caught the Union Pacific first. Union Pacific has been reading pretty consistently at about 104, which is about right. I mean, it's being run fast right now, and it's mainly because so it can get up the hill with, you know, the 10 cars it's pulling. But the poor mogul is just running its wheels off, and you know, and it clocked in at like 120, which there's no way in hell that one in real life would have done that. So but park loop. Oh wait, up, no, get this one. There we go. It does look so much better with hey Casper, welcome back to the stream. Hello Ed, welcome back to the stream as well. But yes, it definitely looks better. I think I need to adjust the lighting, because the lighting is definitely washing everything out. Yours will be Thunder Rocking Railroad. Hey, you know, we missed everything. We missed everything. Yes, we did. I am just being lousy at tracking everything tonight. Press cam will have the Bullet SP going by. Yes, exactly, Richard. And that's you know, where, you know, I look at, you know, where I sit, where Dave sits, you know, Kevin sits, you know, we may have our own particular things, but in the end, do what you want to do what you like to do. You know, it's your railroad. Do what makes you happy. And yes, thank you very much for that, Rebel. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, future content. You'll get notified like when my stupid butt makes an appointment for a stream and then is late for it. What do you mean, what's with my cams? They all seem like they're blurry. Or they're just all like off the not following the trains real well tonight. No, that's more operator error. I'm slacking. And we're over here in the winter wonderland that has yet to see color. Oh, the fade. So, Russ, what's going on there is I have a fade set up between each camera switch, and it's not that I want to do it that way, but I kind of have to do it that way in order to have as many cams as I do, you know, with all the different angles and whatnot. Otherwise, like, I cannot go to this cam anymore. And I can actually get rid of that, or no, I couldn't. Never mind. I'd have to get rid of 2 cams in order to get rid of the fade. And basically, what it is because it's going through and it's deactivating one camera to activate the next. I don't know if there's a faster way that I can set that up. It's something I can look into, and I just didn't get a chance to this last week, and I really wanted to. I just haven't had a chance to. Because trust me, it bugs me too. Yeah, exactly. You know, Dave put it. It's input conflicts. You know, 5 of the cameras are the exact same model camera. So Windows just goes, I don't know what to do with all those. And so what Windows will typically do is it'll just choose what you're going to see and what you're not going to see. Hi, yes. That is one option. The other problem being that the layout is the shortest distance between my desktop and the layout is 4 feet, 5 feet, and the nearest camera is 6 feet away, and then all the rest are further away from that. You gotta remember, my layout from one side to the other is 12 feet. So it's something I am looking at doing. The only other problem with doing that, with adding, because I could add another PCIe card. Dave has moderating in the chat. I believe Raven does, if Raven's still here. But I haven't seen Raven post in a bit. So, who's wanting to? Who's wanting to post the link, James? Is it you? Here, you know what? Hang on, James. Let me. They used to give you allow you to give a person the ability to post something one time, and apparently don't do that anymore. Unfortunately. Yeah, the ones with the blue shields all have mod rights. So, but yes, I know on a USB port controller, only 2 can be on at the same time. Yes, hi, you are correct. And so what I normally can run is I can run 4 of my Nexigo cameras. And it's 2 that are on a USB to Ethernet, or USB over Ethernet, that runs from the farthest point in the room. And then another one is 2 of them go into the same or 3 of them actually go into the same USB hub, and then over an extension into the desktop. James, you're in Discord, yeah? Just go ahead and DM it to me. If you're in Kevin's Discord, just DM it to me, and then I can post it. Or yeah, you can email it to Scott, or to Scott, Dave. Russ, they're not really bugs. They're just they're idiosyncrasies of Windows, really. And I can't even really just keep. Wait, we're missing a train. Oh, it's on the back side of the UP. Never mind. It's hiding. Yeah, fancy word for bugs. But they're, and you can't even say that they're idiosyncrasies with Windows, because Linux has the same ones. Even though I was told they don't, it does. I've tried Linux, and it has the same issues. There we have the 2 passenger trains drag racing yet again. But they're easily, you can easily overcome them. It just just takes figuring out what they are, learning how to get it, how to deal with them, get around them. Which is where I'm at. The other problem I'm having is, like, I could put a PCIe card in, but I kind of can't at the same time, because Yeah, see, hi, my I have 10-foot extensions on top of whatever, you know, the cameras themselves plug into the USB hub, and then the USB hub has a 10-foot extension to the PC. Before, they all came in independently via their own extensions. Thank you, Michael. And Roro. Sorry, I need to just, here, let's just do this. And then we'll set the crest cam, or better yet, lake loop cam, and then we'll let it the scene switcher do its thing. So the problem is, you know, putting another PCIe card in my PC is the fact that my video card is a 4090 and is vertically mounted because that's the only way it would fit in my PC case. So I had to just kind of make it work to be able to use it. So I could get a new PC case and then transfer everything over, but that is, for those that don't build PCs, it's a pain. Plus, I also really like my Lee & Lee case. So oh, well, there'll be a train coming by here. Choo-choo. There's a little SP. EUP coming down the hill behind it. So, you know, these are all things, they're you can overcome them. You know, but it just takes. All right, Raven, you have a good night. Thank you for hanging out as long as you could and you know, being here at least. Next weekend, I will be here streaming normal time. It's my daughter's 5th birthday weekend, so I will be in town. So, all right, Holly, thank you for coming out and hanging on for as long as you could. Everybody got to at least see, you know, some of the colors. We'll go ahead and still run here for a little bit. We might change some stuff out. I might try a different train on the trolley tram line. We can try the Fujisan. Yeah, Russ. See, my laptop could do it, but it's the same issue. It's, you know, the laptops only have a finite amount of USB controllers. Looking forward to it, Raven. I'll be keeping an eye out for you guys. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and let this keep flipping around. And, hey, Dave, you don't mind me asking, what's your time frame on your auto scene switcher? How long does it usually stay on a screen? $15 seconds. That is not a bad. Really? Oh, it's a bench. Oh no, don't worry. Mine's set for way too long. I'm like looking right now, and it's way too long. We're gonna go ahead and I was looking at mine. Mine's set at 45. You know what? I'll put it at 20. That way, maybe it can kind of keep up with the trains a little bit. I noticed yours doesn't seem to usually be having too much an issue keeping up with the trains. So you have a good night, Julian. Thank you for coming and hanging out. And if I can get back early enough, I might try and squeeze another stream in. You get 2 streams in a week, kind of thing. You have your auto scene switcher at 15 as well. Okay. Okay. The only thing is the tail lights on that Series 58 are not very bright. Yeah. Well, like the UP, you know, it works really well with that. And some of my cameras, you know, they kind of overlap. So in those areas like this, you know, you get, you know, kind of triple coverage, really. Might have to look at my camera placements and see if I can't work something like that to where, you know, you're getting a different view, but, you know, it's kind of covering more areas. Like this one just went to an area all the trains went through. So, but here, let's go ahead and we'll go over here. We'll change out the Series 58 first, because that one I don't have to stop any other trains to mess with. It's actually run pretty good, so I cannot complain. And now we'll yeah, hi. I mean, well, and it doesn't help that it's warm to begin with, right? So especially right now with the heat wave going on, it's definitely not helping things. Gonna add an additional fan to the CPU. Okay. Let me guess, you got an air cooler. Sorry, one of my other side nerddoms is PC building. So my PC's technically built to play AAA games in 4K. So streaming is kind of a walk in the park for it. Yeah, exactly, hi. Exactly. Okay. Put the Series 58 away. A little Fuji-san out here. Don't mind my creaky old chair. Oh yeah, I forgot this one got the different coupler style on it. I actually like the coupler style on this one, Dave. What is the plan for the area where the planes are at? Well, it's probably going to be just a little park. Okay, well, which planes? Are you talking about the ones that are in the brown paint or the ones that are in the white paint? Because those are two different areas with similar ideas. You're talking about the one in the loop where it's all white. That is the park loop for a reason, because that is going to be a that is going to be a area. So if you're talking about this area that's currently on camera, inside where that train loop is actually going to be a park with amusement rides and whatnot, and like a little carnival. And the area around that little loop of track is going to be like a residential neighborhood. All right, let's go ahead and get this one going, and we'll see how it handles things. All right, new tunnel. Does it handle the tight radius? Oh, it actually handles the tight radius pretty well because the cars are actually a little shorter. Nice. You get to see the Fuji-san going around. That one, because the cars are actually a little bit shorter, handle the radius quite nicely. See if we can cut the speed down a little bit on these. Huh. I'm very surprised at that. All right, go ahead and get back over here. See the Fuji-san go by. So, okay, if you're talking about this one, this one's that residential area, which I can actually show a picture of. I'll get to the other one as well. So that way you kind of have an idea for both of them. Let's see, is this one it? No. That is not it either. Where is it? No. Okay. Well, I seem to have lost the image that had the correct picture for that layout, or for that area. It was an AI generated image. But anyhow, give me just a second. I'll go back to this one. And so this, go ahead and we will cut off the auto scene switcher. And we will go to, okay, go. There we go. So this is inside where basically where all the rides are currently, or where those two airplanes are sitting inside that track loop. This is the plan for the rest of the area around the park. And the tram line's just meant to be transportation to the park. So this is the area, plan for the area that's inside the loop. And let me see if I can find, let me turn the auto scene switcher back on real quick while I try and sort out where those other pictures went, because I also do have a picture of the lake loop area, give you an idea of what the eventual to go to is. See, hi, that is probably the best way to do it. I recently bought Droid Cam for my cell phone, my primary cell phone. And so that's what I plan on using for my like desk cam, like if I have to work on a locomotive or something like that. That's what that's planned to be used for. Trying to find where those pictures got put. I've got them somewhere. To find them, quite frustrating. Because Dan Crane II had actually helped me, or he kind of pointed me towards this particular AI. Oh, here, I found them. There we go. Go ahead and zoom in on this one, and we'll come back off of Scene Switcher and go back to my other desktop. So for the lake loop, which is the area that has color right now, this is kind of what's giving me the idea for the inspiration for over in that area. But this is what, obviously the mountains aren't there in this, because I might have forgot to put in mountains in the AI description when I had it generated. But this is kind of what I'm going off of as inspiration and gave me a direction to go in. So this is what you can kind of get an idea of the direction I'm going with the lake loop side of the layout. And then this is the one that gave me the idea for the trolley line or the tram line. Same kind of idea as what was there before, but it has a train going around it. I was actually looking at getting T-scale, which somebody else, his missus, swiped. But you know what? It gave me an idea to do the tram line, which I am totally okay with. So, but this is the plan eventually over in that area. And I have the track pieces to expand and change the trackage for the tram line on that end of the layout to fit if I want the park bigger or change the shape just a little bit. I have the track pieces to do it. A river scene would be awesome high, but let's go ahead and we'll go back to the chooches. Enough of me with my verbal diarrhea. There you go. You get a nice little shot of the Fuji-san over here. Here, let's go ahead and go down over to the tram cam because it's going to be coming back by here. All right. Well, let's see. What can we put on now? Let's go ahead. We'll pull off the SP because I really do not want to kill that poor roundhouse locomotive. That thing is just too cool and too nice running of an engine. We'll let it do one more lap as it goes blasting around. We'll let it do one more lap, and then we're going to we'll leave the cars, but we'll swap the loco. Put a little beefier loco on that, just because the only other SP cars I have are daylight cars. I don't have any heavyweight cars yet. Need to cut a section out of the baseboard to create the river. Ooh, well, I mean, is that something that you're up to doing. Or should I say interested in doing? Because up to doing and interested in doing are two totally different things. DCS Skater, what's going on? Alright, we're going to go over here, and we're going to go ahead and stop the SP. And get the SP stop, where I can actually get to it. Alright, UP stopped at the same time. Here, let's go ahead and we'll just set the Ram City Cam. See Mr. Fuji-san go by. While I swap out this locomotive. I can. Okay. Can I do the coupler conversion on this yet? I have not. Okay, so we're not going to be switching. We'll just be changing the whole train. Alright, well, so much for that. What can we put? Well, we've got a bunch of firsts here. Richard. We'll continue on a tradition of Dave's and Kevin's. Anybody that's new to the channel gets to pick what's going to be put on the track. Yes, Richard, it was. Do you have any ideas for something you'd like to see on the track? You can just pick something and I can tell you if I've got it, or you can tell me what you like, and I can see what I have that kind of fits that. That is awesome, DCS. That is very awesome. Actually, what we can do is we could probably put away the UP as well. But yeah, Richard, if you want to go ahead and just tell me what you like, or what roads you like or are interested in, I can see what I've got that might match up with that, and that I can throw on the track to. You like steam. Well, the next question here. In that case, we're going to be talking about steam. Let's go ahead and we will bring the UP down. Ooh, pretty big jump right there. Why I did that. All right, well, what we will do then is we'll bring the UP down. We'll change the UP's power and put something with a little more pep in its step. Pull the Hudson off. And how big do I want to go? Well, run one we haven't run it in a bit. Wow. Come here, chunky girl. So many drivers. So many wheels. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, this is gonna do me in trying to get these all on the track. Come on. Get on the track, you. It looks like I got them all. We'll give this a shot and see. Now, we're gonna go to the land of digital. I'd have to look, Richard, to see exactly which one it was I used for that one. That's interesting. Give me 1 second here. 39.70. Here, let's see if this gives you any idea. Yeah. And the correct answer is not the big boy. All right, Rebel, thank you for coming out. Well, believe it or not, Richard. Even Chat GPT will do it. Like pretty much any of the AI programs, you know, if you take a picture of the area, which is essentially what I did, was I took a picture of the area and fed the picture with suggestions. Have a good night, Scott. Or Scott, Jesus. Dave. Have a good night, Dave. Thank you for coming out, hanging out, and hanging on as long as you did. Very much appreciated, sir. And we will catch you next time, and hopefully I'll stream at a more reasonable time. And we'll go ahead and get the cams rolling again. Because now that we're on digital, I can change trains in and out without having to mess with anything. Here, we'll go to this one and you can see what's coming. Well, you might get to see what's coming. Because it's kind of hidden by that little mound right there. Now you can see its headlight. Oh, of course. It cuts away, I'll cut back to it. There you go. You should get to see it come around the corner. That is $39.76. That is a Concours / Rivarossi Challenger with ESU Loke Sound installed. And so now we need to figure out what else we're going to put on. I know you said that you like theme. So, well, you know what? What the hell? What the hell? Why not? Let's go ahead. No, Russ. Kevin is not streaming tomorrow. Kevin is taking tomorrow off. Jean-Pierre, Little Tracks Corners, will actually be streaming tomorrow. I will be in San Jose, which is why I'm streaming tonight. Otherwise, I would probably have followed Jean-Pierre tomorrow night. Switcher is hopping around, and you get to see me fiddle farting around with what I'm fiddle farting around with. Now, for those of you that didn't know or weren't in Kevin's Discord to see, I had actually contacted Broadway Limited about the big boy. And its lack of smoke performance, as well as apparently somebody thought it was a good idea at some point to remove a set of traction tire drivers from the big boy and replace them with regular drivers. I am not fond of this arrangement, nor am I particularly happy with the lack of smoke performance. And even though I did buy this technically secondhand, when I contacted Broadway, I was very cordial about it. I was looking to just buy parts. Yes, Russ. I contacted Broadway because I was just like, look, I'll buy the parts, no big deal. I bought it secondhand. It is what it is. I knew the risks going in, and I did it anyways. They're like, oh, no. They're like, we'll send you a new smoke unit. We'll send you a new set of drivers with traction tires, and you can put them wherever you want to. And no charge. I was like, wait, what? And they're like, oh yeah, no charge. They're like, this one will be the complimentary, They're like, we see that you've been you've bought stuff from us before. And so, we'll provide them complimentary this go. I'm like, awesome, thank you. And so, obviously this was right before 4th of July. So, everything is closed on 4th of July. So everything, kind of happens when it happens after the 4th of July. So I'm still waiting on the email for the items, but yeah, those will be coming. The next one, 403. And yes, I am well aware that why is the big boy not turning on? Oh, there it is. Oh, I got a brief whiff of smoke. Oh, there's a little bit of smoke coming out of it. Okay, okay, okay. I'll take that. I'll go ahead and just pull it up just a little bit. Give her stop command right there. Get the rest of her train assembled behind her. And all right, where is the power car? Here is the power car. Give me 1 second, everybody. I'm unfortunately in a position where I can't see chat readily. Welcome back, hi. Oh, welcome to the stream, Dougler. Welcome back to the stream. Oh no. Ed, I am what you call a early retiree. Not by choice, put it that way. My let's just say an unfortunate workplace incident took place. So yeah, it retired me at about 40. Not super happy about it, but you know, I would much rather be working, but I didn't exactly get a say in the matter. Yikes, Dougler, that's a lot of water. That's a lot of water. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pull the big boy forward a little bit. Okay. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. You big dummy. All right, give me just a second, and we'll have the big boy rolling. And this one can go there. Oh, this one. Oh, yeah, no, you can behave. You. 1 second. All right. Go ahead and slide these on back so I can get around everything. Odometer out of the way. Yeah, I try not to focus on it high. I mean, there's not a lot I can really do about it. You know, my left leg was crushed from just below the knee down. Yeah. Like I said, there's not a ton I can really do about it. But, you know, it's you deal with what life gives you. I would much rather be working, but That was not an option given to me. There's the Challenger going by. Very nice. Yeah, that's very unfortunate, Russ. I'm really sorry to hear about that. Oh. Big boys charging. Hopefully this will cut away at a good point. Perfect. There we go. And yes, my big boy is a greyhound. It is a two-tone gray big boy because I like two-tone gray. I'm a big fan of UP two-tone gray. Eventually, I will get an 844 or other FEF in two-tone gray at some point. And that'll complete the big three in two-tone gray. Oh man, hi, I'm sorry to hear that. I wonder if I can get... I wonder if JMRI feels like working tonight. Come on, Dakota Pro, let's go. Oh, did I add 4014? I did not. I do not have 4014 on here. Or not 4014, but 4023 on here. Well, that's another entry I need to make. Yeah, well, I mean, they've been doing that here in the States too lately, as they've been raising the retirement age. It seems like almost every year they were raising it another year or two. Because it's up to what, 67 or 68 now? Oh, everything keeps missing the trains. Like, come on, guys, get with the program. Cameras are just not playing smart tonight by the look of it. Yeah, see, I think that's what it is here as well. Hi. You know, here I am almost 50, and quite frankly, I don't want to be retired. That's not how I was raised. I was not raised to basically sit at home on my butt. That's just not how I was raised. Here you can see the excursion cars that I lit using Dave's method. Yeah, see, that I obviously wasn't working 40 years, but I had worked probably a solid 22 before I got injured. So yeah. Here, let's see if I can get the big boy smoke to go off. Ow! And it looks like a big fat no. It worked rather well initially. Now it wants nothing to do with it. Yeah, it is what it is. yeah, we all got to kind of just do what we got to be able to do, and you know, get along from there. Tired of your current career. Too old to start something new. Keep my base salary. I retire, then go find something that is more enjoyable and work-wise for me. Well, I was actually rather enjoying what I was doing. You know, was enjoying the paychecks too, quite frankly. It was long weeks, but you know, can't complain. We lived well. I mean, we still live pretty decently. I mean, look at the toys I have. Yeah, see, that's the same with me. Is I'll be 40 in September, or 50 in September. You know, I've officially been disabled for 10 years. Well, it's a nice little happenstance. Got all three trains in the same view, all going right around each other. That camera's lagging so bad. Yeah, that would be kind of cool, James, for sure. You know, me, I was going to school to do aircraft maintenance, and, you know, at the time, you know, life pulled me in other directions. Series of really crappy, and you know, events happened that delayed my, or forced me to have to drop out with the option to go back. And I was actually getting ready to go back to aviation maintenance school when my former boss called me about starting to work for him. And so, you know, I had wife and kids, so you know, I needed to take that opportunity and provide for my family, you know, right now versus, you know, in a year or so. So, but you know, who'd have guessed that it had landed me where I'm at now? I mean, so you do what you think is best at the time, and you deal with what life gives you. Just what it is. Ooh, Ed, yeah, that definitely sucks a lot. Yeah, see, and that's where I'm at now with my leg. Is it's permanent. I have permanent nerve damage. They say everything's healed. I got permanent nerve damage in my left leg. And I've also got a damaged spot in my back that no doctor is willing to touch. And all they can tell me is, oh, yeah, it's going to get worse as you get older. Oh, well, thanks. That's tremendously helpful. Thanks a lot. You know, it's great. Thanks a lot, guys. You know, it's like, what the hell? And for those that don't know, that's that lovely little station back there that Holly bought off the Amazon wish list for the channel. There is a link to the Amazon wish list. I think it's in the video, in the stream, but it's also on the homepage. So if you ever, main channel page, you're inclined to do so, there's a bunch of different items listed on there: scenery items, rolling stock, locomotives, just all kinds of different stuff, you know. You know, and obviously it was one of the ways that I could set up something that, hey, it goes straight to the channel, because that's where it goes at the end of the day. And if you don't Amazon, hey, I totally understand and I get it. Yeah, let's take a nice little tram shot here, little tramway shot. There goes the big boy back there behind the buildings. Oh, and as I alluded to on Dave's stream, I have a friend of mine who's over on the East Coast that he's a gentleman I bought some of these buildings that you see here on Main Street from, and I've gotten some other odds and ends things from, is actually sending me another care package of items. Richard, okay, Jason, enjoy your stream, but it's getting late for me, so I'm gonna call it a night. But I'm like, thank you so much, Richard, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you again. Normally I stream a little bit earlier in the evening. Usually I'll start after Kevin, usually about 8:30 on Saturdays. So alrighty, hi. You be safe, sir. Have a good walk with the dog. That's really good, Russ. That's very good. Yes, like the little ticker tape at the bottom says, please feel free to like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing, enjoying what you're seeing. This camera, I had adjusted the properties on this camera, and I don't know if they just lost them or what happened. But they didn't seem to help. So let's see if we can tone this down a little bit. Tone the brightness down. Contrast, no. Trying to get rid of some of the brightness. I don't want to pull too much out because then it gets too dark. Oh, you know what? Hang on a second. I know exactly what to do. Give me 1 second. I took a picture of the settings earlier for this exact reason. So this is 2 10. Contrast was a 4. Brightness was at 0. Wow, that's really bright. Saturation was at 36. That doesn't seem to have helped much at all, really. All right, well, that's just too bright. I'll turn it. We're gonna kick that down just a little bit. Make it not quite as bright. Oh, that's not good. Let's see what I miss. Yeah, that's good. Video. Yeah, see, Ed, I'm on Lyrica is what they've got me on. They've actually got me on Lyrica to help. And it does really help, but you know, there's only so much you can do. And I refuse to take pain meds because, you know, I've got a 4-year-old I have to take care of. I can't afford to be on pain meds. I have to be alert, and she's mildly autistic. So, you know, I have to, I have to be at my best for her. Here, let's go ahead and we'll zoom in here on the grass a little bit. You can see you got a few cows, got a few bushes. Yeah, see, I can't do cold because of the wacky nerves. I get into the cold and my leg just starts throbbing and aching, and it's not a pleasant experience. So in this, you can see a little bit of the static grass. If the camera was a little higher resolution, you could see the grass a little better. Well, it won't let me select a better resolution for this camera. Very interesting. So, zoom back out before I hurt anybody's eyeballs. Yeah, Russ, it's definitely more AI BS for sure. For sure. All right, let's go hopping around. I've been sitting here spaced out for too long. Got you on Percocet. Oof. That's definitely some potent stuff. Well, see, luckily, my wife works, and that's, where our healthcare and whatnot comes from. But, she's got scoliosis, and so it's one of those, she's like, I'm going to go as long as I can. And I'm like, well, obviously don't kill yourself. And it ain't that serious. We'll make, we'll make do. We'll make it happen. Anybody curious, the nice string of well cars over there? That's my $25 string of Walther's well cars, all fully fixed and running. All right, Michael and Roro, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. And you know what? We're probably going to wrap it up here in about 15 minutes. Again, want to thank everybody for coming out, hanging out. And I wanted to give everybody a chance to see the lovely there's nothing little about it, but the lovely work that I've managed to get done, adding color. There's still some more plaster work, like you can see on that little mound that's out over there by the well cars. I got to get some plaster cloth on that because the texture on that's just absolutely horrid. But I need to get some plaster cloth on that so that I can get it formed and molded the way I want it to be. And that's to come. But yeah, go back park loop. What we got? Oh, wrong loop, Jason, wrong loop. Here, we'll cut to here. There you go. That's better. I can't wait till I can get rid of the shine on this paint. Well, mine works for good old Wally World, and she's been there for a very long time. Has a pretty nice, 401k through them. Health coverage is, well, it's been better, let's put it that way. But such as life and all of the lovely things that go along with that. But she's a trooper. I'll give her that for sure. There we go. There's all three trains again. Yes. Yeah, James, mine too. Mine took almost 2 years. Yeah, Russ, that's what we've got as well. But it's all in the plans that the companies pay for. Oh, hopefully it doesn't take terribly long, Douglas. All right. Well, I can't really run the 103s on there because the 103 be coming back by here shortly. 103s are too long for the curves. Either that or it's just the trucks don't have the pivot to take the corners. There's the two UPs again. Well, it's been a relatively good stream. Not had too many gremlins or issues, which is very nice to see and have, especially after all the work. I was expecting so many issues with all the ground cover and everything else. I've done a really good job, like apparently, of vacuuming and getting the tracks cleaned up after the work. Especially there were a few times I did get paint on the railheads and I was like, oh no. But yeah, seems to have not been too bad, and or I've managed to get it cleaned up pretty good. So everything is running pretty well tonight. And so the next projects are going to be to, get color right here in the park loop. And what I'm probably going to do is work my way over from the lake loop. So I'll be working down through Main Street. One of the other things I have to do is I do have to raise Main Street up, which is going to be fun to deal with for the tram line is actually going to get embedded track so that it's embedded in the roadway. But all of the buildings and everything have to be raised to the level of the elevated or the raised streetway. Oh, wow. Is that in Canada, Ed, or is that in the state that you live in? 6 years is a long time. Well, yeah, no worries, James. We're going to end here in 10 minutes anyways. So thank you very much for coming and hanging out and playing choo-choos with us. Well, thank you very much, Spence. I like to think I've made some kind of progress. I've done a lot of little things here and there and fixed things, and there's still a lot to do yet. I'm just happy to have, at this point, I actually have more done scenery-wise than before I did the whole entire layout change that I did before, where I changed the entire track plan of the layout. I've got more scenery done now than I did then. And I'm like it so much more. I'm going to be, one of the next projects to tackle is to get the lake actually dug out. And once it is dug out, where you see all the cabins and where the cars are on the little road that's there, that whole area is going to be disappearing because that's going to become the lake. Now the cabins will return just on the perimeter of the lake. And there will be a new road that comes in from a different angle. But that is the plan. And so, but I want to continue at least getting like the ground cover and all that put in before I get to doing the lake just yet. Yeah, see, after I got an attorney, yeah, see, and that's just screwed up, Russ, because, yeah, that's just garbage. See, for me, with mine, I gave them their chance to fix me, and after, I think it was 4 months when they were going to try and just number me out, I got an attorney. And the attorney took over from there. For the workers' comp part. And then I had to get an attorney for the disability part. So, yeah. Oh my God, Ed, that's horrible. So there are actually places worse than California. That's difficult to fathom, honestly. But, wow. Sorry to hear that. See, that's the thing. I've never been told I have to recertify. Like, it's mentioned. It's mentioned that I may have to recertify, but I've never had anything come up saying I had to go through the process of it. I don't know if it's because of the nature of the disability or what. And yes, I agree, James. That is very wrong. Well, see, and that's the whole thing, is they really need to take care of the veterans, and they don't. You know, because if it wasn't for the veterans, who would defend them? But let's try not go down this rabbit hole. The politics rabbit hole is no good for anybody. Because trust me, I could go on and on about what California is getting ready to do to all of us. And I mean, every state, every country has their own issues. In the end, we still have it the best in the world, in my opinion. So I try and take solace in that, also as a veteran myself. So I took the pledge, I took the oath. I did the time, as we jokingly put it. Wow, I am really happy with how that Fuji-san's running. Oh, you're good, Russ. It was a tangent that we went down. Agreed, James. Agreed. All right, well, we got about 5 minutes to go. So tomorrow night, here, let's do this. Go ahead. Not. Open this. Go to the YouTubes. And we will here. Copy. So for those that don't know, this is Jean-Pierre, aka Little Tracks Corners channel, that will be streaming in place of Kevin tomorrow night. And then of course I will not be here. I will be in San Jose, which was the whole point of the stream tonight. And that will probably do the weekend. I know Kevin said he had a video coming out. Dave said he had a video coming out. I don't have anything new, but maybe, you know, I'll get a wild hair up my butt when I get back on Sunday, and maybe I'll decide to start trying to make an 020. And a few people said they'd be interested in seeing a video about me doing that. That could be interesting. The other thing I do want to do is I want to figure out why in the world my poor SP Roundhouse keeps blowing its friggin' headlight for no apparent reason. So I may have to fix that one. But yeah. So thank everybody again for coming out and hanging out and chilling with some choo-choos. And Douglas, I will say here in Canada, when my grandfather got lung cancer from his time in the Canadian Air Force, the government took really good care of him. Well, I mean, that's a good thing for Canada. That's actually very good to hear. Yeah, I honestly think that more countries should really take better care of their veterans, because without the veterans, they wouldn't have a country. That's all countries. That's not just the U.S. or anyway. That's all countries, in my opinion. So, yeah. 2 minutes. So yes, again, echo for Jean-Pierre tomorrow night. Mr. Little Tracks Corners taking up Kevin's mantle for the weekend. I think it's actually kind of cool that Kevin and Jean-Pierre are switching back and forth like that. It's just being so busy, and with the lead up to the Flight Sim World Flight stuff that comes up first week in November for me. The time leading up to that gets a lot busier the closer we get to that first week in November, as far as going to San Jose to work on the sim. So I'm hoping that I can keep the cadence of at least maybe following Dave on Friday nights, on the weekends where I'm going to be gone for the weekend. Welcome back. Hi, we're actually getting ready to end here. But thank you for coming back and popping back in. But yeah, so I figured probably the weekends where I'm going to be out in San Jose, I'll probably pop in on the Friday nights before, stream after Dave ends. Hopefully not where I have to go take my daughter to work and then stream after that, where I can just take off right up after Dave. But yeah. So again, tomorrow, Little Tracks Corner, Jean-Pierre, and Kevin's normal time slot. And then I will see everybody over the course of the week in other streams. Thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out. And I hope you have a great weekend. Everybody stay safe and keep it on the rails.